Hello and welcome back, my friends. My name is Yummy.com and I am here today to talk to you about more black stuff. So there's a show on HBO called A Black Lady Sketch Show on HBO, and it is by far one of my favorite things to watch, especially as the world burns. Not to say the world is burning, but we all know how 2020 went. So I was watching the show a lot and it really brought me a lot of happiness. It's basically a sketch show, kind of an SNL vibe of a sketch show. And there are different pieces to it. I think that there's almost everything that I've ever seen on that show is hilarious. I'll first tell you how I got into the show. So I used to work at a place called Full Frontal with Samantha Bee, and there was a correspondent on that show called Ashley Nicole Black.
Is there any way for black people to say they matter, they're awesome, they love themselves, that wouldn't upset white people?
You know, I don't think that white people go around and say that I love white people. I mean, it's okay to be proud of your heritage. I mean,
if you want to say that right now, I would be in support of that. If you wanted to yell, I love white people, this is the place.
So black that black is in her name. I don't know. Anyways, she left that show to come and create a Black Lady Sketch Show. That's when I first heard about it. Because, I followed her on Instagram. And when I saw the cast, I saw that Robin Wright was in it, and I saw that Quinta Brunson, who I loved from her BuzzFeed videos.
Does she know you have an Asian boyfriend?
Does she know that you talked to Lorraine from down the street?
Chill. You know Quinta hasn't been home for a week?
Okay. Bye, Mom.
6 weeks.
Love
Actually,
you.
a month.
Love you.
What is she doing?
Not petty.
And was so sad to see her go. I mean, not sad to see her go. I was like, okay, she's gone, but I need her to make other stuff now, please, because she's amazing. But with that being said, those were the cast members. And also,
Hey, I'm Gabrielle Dennis.
she's so good. She's so good.
Does my place take over an hour?
Well, unlike Beyonce, I don't wake up like this. Why are your feathers all ruffled?
I'm sorry, I'm dealing with this new detective. She won't reopen Nora's case, even though I hit her with all my good stuff.
Ooh, did that include the Beethoven of private pathology thing?
Yeah, I included that. Yeah.
And that didn't work. Wonder why.
Lab and test that skin sample for carbon dioxide.
Okay, but it's gonna be a while. My baby is at the pole dancing class, prepping for a honeymoon.
I really didn't need to know that.
You shouldn't be a hater.
But they're the four main cast members, basically, of this rotating different sketches. I'm explaining this show badly. You should probably just go watch it. Anyways, what I'm going to be doing today is telling you my favorite sketches from the show and why they're my favorite, and just like my top 5. I think all the sketches are great, especially there's one sketch that reminds me of my cousin, my king supreme.
Congrats to the newlyweds, Kwame and my beloved baby sister, who still embraces her devil name, Hannah. See, Hannah reduces to ha and na. Ha being the laughter of all oppressors, and na, she shouldn't be using that name.
So I'm just gonna let you know, I'm gonna give you guys a list of my 5 favorite sketches from the show. All of the sketches are literally comedy gold, so it was really hard to choose from, but these are the ones that literally had me rolling on the floor. The first one we're gonna talk about is called Get the Belt. Get the Belt is basically where they turn this situation of whether you get that butt whooping from your mother into a full-on sports arena game, which is one of the concepts that they do very well on the show. One of the concepts is they take something that is very relatable to the experience, whether it be the black experience or the female experience or both, and then they elevate it by making it as relatable and hilarious to everyone as possible. And with this one, Get the Belt, it's extra hilarious because our Queen Princess Supreme from Blackish is in it, and basically she has to figure out a way to win this game so she don't get her ass whooped. It is hilarious. I'm gonna put a clip of it here, and only a small clip because you need to go watch it. It's hilarious.
You got shoes on in my house?
No, ma'am, of course not. I would never track outside on your floors.
Well, that's it for us here at Get the Bell, so tune in next time when we find out whether or not I was too grown to get a whooping.
This next one is called the Bad Bitch Support Group. Okay, I said it like that because, you know, you have to, like, emphasize it. Okay, basically, it's a girl who wants to be a okay bitch.
Sometimes I wish I was not a bad bitch all the time. Like, sometimes I wish I was just a okay bitch.
And she has come to the Bad Bitch Support Group with that kind of vibe, okay? And they are not here for it.
Sometimes I just want to sit down for 5 minutes without wearing a waist trainer.
Oh, this hoe trying to take deep breaths?
Yes!
Breathe when you die, honey, okay?
They kind of talk about the woes of being a bad bitch and how you have to walk around in 3-inch house shoes and, you know, be an all-star weekend hoe. Sometimes you gotta keep your face beat before your man even wake up. They're just talking about their woes. And there's this one girl who's like, I just want to be an okay bitch. And everybody else is like, Lord have mercy. Please end us right now. Not with this girl trying to be an okay bitch up in here. It's hilarious. It's kind of this like satire piece that kind of like talks about the need for women to be upheld to this expectation that is unrealistic. It has a really funny turn at the end where essentially like you find out that these women are being dosed by Fashion Nova.
Seems to have built up an immunity to the foxycodone. Double her dosage. If women start rejecting impossible beauty standards, we'll go out of business. But ma'am, it isn't safe. She's already at All-Star.
Which is just hilarious to me because I'm like, that makes sense. Like, it's definitely, if there's a company that is like trying to create bad bitches, it's Fashion Nova so that they can sell more jeans. So that's what it is. It's really funny. Laverne Cox is in it.
Undermines the whole notion of the bad bitch support group.
So that just, you know, emphasizes it. And also, the queen herself, Angela Bassett, is in charge of the Bad Bitch Support Group.
Bitches, please.
Okay? It is hilarious. They have some of the funniest lines in that joint. Like, oh my gosh. She was like, she didn't see Birdie with having bald eyelashes. I was like, girl, what? It was just really funny, the whole sketch. You gotta watch it. It entirely too short. It could have turned into a hour-and-a-half length movie for real, and we would have been dying rolling and also scared because, let's be real, it's gonna turn into a Jordan Peele movie if it does get made. With that being said, we're gonna give you a little clip, little taste of it, just a taste, because you need to go watch it after this video. All right, we'll be back.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being an okay bitch.
What? Oh, this bitch done lost her man.
As long as you're not a basic bitch.
Okay, she found it.
Oh. I just don't know how I'm supposed to feel safe in the presence of an aspiring okay bitch.
Next up, we have a skit from, I believe it was the last episode. This one is called The Basic Ball.
It's the Basic Ball, a ball for the rest of the LGBTQTs.
It takes a hilarious spin off of Pose. Which is, again, one of my favorite shows to watch. I love that show. Just the way that they be reading people is so good in that show. But it takes, like, inspiration from that, obviously. And instead of, like, you know, the avant-garde, the eleganza of it all, of the ball, you know, it is instead the slum everydayness of it.
I'm looking for sadness. I'm looking for Eeyore and Dior. Oh, she is serving you a whole nap. Bitch is in full deep REM sleep on the floor.
So, like, the categories are awkward, my favorite category, awkward in the body, yaddy yaddy, and cookout dad, just, they have all the different categories are just hilarious. You have your pray tell, your faux pray tell, doing the announcements.
You are tired. You are unmedicated for the gods.
Giving the commentary, the 10-10-10 shabams. It is just great. It's hilarious to see all the different types of like tired, oh she don't got like she don't got no eyebrows. It's so funny, basically. Basically you get to see the basic version of a Pose 1970s type ball, okay? And it's hilarious. It has some of the funniest lines, and it just I like it so much because the main characters do not speak in it at all, but it just shows how talented these ladies are, these sketch people are, because like Quinta, Robin, like it just shows how talented they all are, because they don't say a word, but you still feel the emotion and you still laugh so hard when they come out doing whatever they're doing. It's so great, and it just shows like the talent behind it, really. So here's a clip of that, not too much, go watch it yourself.
This said enjoy your meal, and this bitch said you too. Bitch, he's not eating, he's at work. Oh my God, the try-hardiness. Yes, she's the queen of awkwardness.
This next one is called Rome and Julisa. Rome and Julisa. This was obviously a spinoff of Romeo and Juliet. It is hilarious. It has Everybody Hate Chris, aka God, I just only picture him in that Disney Channel movie Let It Shine. It has Tyler in it from both of those things. And basically he's playing the Romeo character, Rome, and then Quinta is, of course, is playing our Julisa, who is Juliet. Instead of being House Montague and House Capulet, they are House Barty Gang and House Barbs. So instead of the tale as old as time Romeo and Juliet fight, it is a female rap battle as old as 2 years ago. So it's basically Cardi versus Nicki at this party, this kickback, this function of sorts. They meet, they're like, dang, you are everything to me all of a sudden, you know, you are just it, you know, and they have to make the decision to go into social suicide by erasing their hashtags to be together. It is so funny because the language that they use is still reminiscent of the Romeo and Juliet Shakespearean language.
I came to stand my queen, and yet knew not I meet my own offset.
Nay, to stay or should I flee? The one I love stands Cardi B.
Rome, dear cuz I lost thy natural mind. She reps for she who writes not her own rhymes.
Cousin Julisa, what is this treasonous act? His fave Onika simply does not slap.
House Barty and Minaj on this concur. You got us fucked all the way up. Oh, come sign me now with that foul sound. I fight niggas, don't end up in the ground.
But there's clearly taking some liberties with it, because at some point the girl goes, oh, and we know that's not what Shakespeare said. Shakespeare didn't say that shit. So you know that they're taking some liberties, but it's really amazing what they do with the language. It's really intelligent writing. I think it's hilarious. I think it's a good comparison of what we think is a big deal and what they thought was a big deal, and how in both of those situations it's not that big of a deal. Nothing to be dying over. So I think it's really funny. Here's a small little clip of that so you can hear kind of the conversation, how it goes. Not too much. Go watch it your what size selves. Okay, cool.
Like Cardi and Offset on and off again, or Nicki and any of her questionable men, their love shine bright despite attempts at stifling. So shall we not part because stands are trifling?
Lest you denounce your fandom, our family won't work. For whom, dear Rome, would our children twerk?
The last one is my favorite. It is called Courtroom Kiki. So basically, I love this. Basically what happens is that there is a black judge, a black stenographer, that's the person who types out whatever is happening, a black bailiff, a black defense attorney, a black prosecutor, and a black client. It is a all-black woman courtroom. Black lady courtroom.
It's a black lady courtroom.
Black lady courtroom. Black lady courtroom. Black lady courtroom.
Black lady courtroom. And it's hilarious, okay? They are, it's called, there's this thing called code switching. So when you speak, sometimes when I'm in the office, I'll speak like this, and I'll enunciate my words, and I'll make sure that everyone understands what I'm saying, much like how sometimes I do on my channel. Sometimes, the black just jumps out at me, you know? Like, you gotta, like, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Like, it just, like, it comes out, and you're just like, that's how I sound. Whoopsie. And it kind of shows what happens when you don't need to code switch in a courtroom.
I have been sitting in this courtroom for 20 years, and I have never seen...
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Melanin this poppin'. Cicely Tyson would be very proud.
Why would she be proud of that?
All right.
And it's the funniest thing. It's like, she's like, you tried it. You's a fool for that. Oh, you played it. And Issa Rae is in it, y'all. Like, Issa Rae is in it. That's fun.
But I'm sure they would appreciate it if we took some time to find out how my girl over there got her goddess lock so right.
I see you. I see you.
I'm suing your clients, and I still feel the need to tell you that they would not appreciate that.
Why would you say that? That doesn't help your
case. Because they wouldn't.
Again, the dialogue is amazing. I'm gonna show you a clip here, and then we're gonna wrap this up, guys.
We made it. Where did y'all go to law school? Oh, USC.
I knew you looked familiar.
What y'all talking about?
Well, I'm going to USC undergrad. Are any of you Greek?
AKA first and finest.
Oh, wow.
Hey, so what y'all talking about?
Black girl magic, man. Okay, look.
Right.
This photo.
Yeah, now y'all taking a selfie.
Oh, put that Valencia filter on, girl. We lit.
We lit. We so lit.
Good sidebar, ladies. You know, can you airdrop that to me?
The reason I chose to do this, especially during Black History Month, is because it's just inspiring to see not just women, but like black women with their own show with greatness in it. Like, the show is hilarious. It has a running like end of the world-ish type gag that goes throughout all of the episodes. The second the last episode ended, I was like, I need more. I want more. Like, it was so good. I don't think enough people are talking about this show, and I wanted to make sure that everyone who would stumble upon my video would actually talk about the show, because it's so good. The writing is phenomenal. The directing is amazing. The sketches are so thought-provoking, and like, they have so many layers to them. Like, I could sit and talk about like each sketch and break it down, like with the different kind of layers within the hypocrisy, within the standards of beauty, and like the craziness, like the way that they've layered all of these thoughts together in this beautiful kind of lasagna situation is astounding. It reminds me of like a Jordan Peele horror film. Like, it's just like, it's has so many depths and so many pieces that you can break apart, and it's all so intricate and thought-provoking. And I'm just glad to see it, because I think that black women don't get enough chances to make their mark in the industry, and this is something truly amazing. And the fact that the 4 people that they have come from 4 separate pieces of medium, like all like within the realm of like television, but like Quinta is from internet. Like, she started off with, oh, you got money, like
Reese's Pieces, pretzels, and a large popcorn.
a large. You got your money. That's how she started. Then she made her way onto BuzzFeed, and and worked her way up that way. Ashley was a correspondent on on a Full Frontal with Samantha Bee, all of those skill sets put together are a mark for a win, because they are all thought-provoking. They are all great writers to some degree because of the jobs that they had before, and they are telling stories that we usually don't get to see in comedic forms, that we don't get to see with played by people in our melanin. So I think it's really great. I want to give a round of applause for these ladies. I want everyone to go watch their show, give them everything they deserve, and that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't worry. My name is Yummy.com, and I'll be back, so stay tuned.